What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? A fucking cat? Hey, don't fucking look at me like that. That's a weird looking fucking cat. Ma! Yo, there's a stray cat outside. I don't want it starting a fight with Lucy. Lucy, it's okay. It's okay, Lucy. Don't worry about it. Ma! Ma, there's a weird fucking stray cat outside. It looks like Grandma, the fucking thing. Hey, get the fuck out of here. I don't even know if that's a fucking cat. Blink, motherfucker.
Today, we build and paint a Maleceptor proxy for my Warhammer 40k Tyranid army. Welcome, my name is Hubert and on this channel I learn about miniature painting with you. So, let's dive right into it. First, why did I choose a proxy for this model? Well, this time it's not about money. I just don't really enjoy the official Maleceptor model, and when I found this proxy on Vinted, I just fell in love with it. Second, today we improve upon my grimdark method for painting tyranids. When painting my first tyrannid model, a Carnifex, I struggled on a few steps, removing the enamel effect and adding saliva effect with the wrong glue. And last, today we paint brains. 6 of them. Big brains.
This is big brain time.
The first challenge was to pin the model and the big rock together and to the base. It's quite heavy and most of the weight comes from the upper body, so if I wanted to survive transport and tabletop handling, I have to make it right. I pinned and glued the rock on 2 spots, and I did the same with his right foot. That way, I don't rely solely on super glue to keep the whole model together. And next, I populated the base with some texture, skulls, and glowing mushrooms. Time to prime it and prepare the base layers. Oh, and by the way, if you want to know more, I have a video about this paint scheme and about the base. I'll share them in the description. To make it short, I prime it black, Bonewhite and white on the flesh and weapon parts, black and hull red on the armor, and also flesh terror red on a few exposed muscles and pipe spots. This time, I apply a matte varnish coat before going for a Chaos Dirt enamel effect from AK Interactive, before removing it with White Spirit in order to create a very muted and natural grimdark looking beast. I hope this time the varnish will prevent me from removing my acrylic coats along the enamel layer. So let's see how it goes.
I remember cause last and tinted glass. I remember cause last and it's just and could and could and I remember cause last and tinted glass. I remember cause last and cause last and tinted glass. I remember cause last and it's just
This time it went well, except for the red gradients not really showing on the armor. Don't know why, I have to find a solution for that later. What comes next is my first try at Tyranid glowing brains. This is a very crucial skill for me to learn because my first list is built around the synaptic nexus detachment, so I'll have a lot of big brains.
Big brain time.
Also, I intend to have a few units with even more powerful brains, and I have an idea of how to show it on the miniatures. But for this Maleceptor, we do level 1 brain, simple brain. I don't do edge highlighting, and you might think the model will not pop off, but my goal here is for the body of the model to serve as a support for where I want to direct the eye. Weapons, brains, and other features such as glowing mushrooms or tentacles. But let me first explain how I intend to do the brains. White base, 30% Jade green mixed with 70% Croxigor Scales, and some flow improver. White in the center again, and this time don't use ink. A wash of 50% Croxigor Scales and 50% Aethermatic Blue with flow improver. And finally, highlights in the middle with Jade green mixed with white, gradiating to full white. I tried really hard to not overdo the effect with the airbrush, and I'm curious to see what you think. Unfortunately, my footage for the gruel and saliva effects is not the best, but don't worry, I have more models to try this on. So let's see my finished Maleceptor proxy that will join my Synaptic 40k Tyranid army. If you hesitate or struggle with the motivation for painting your armies, finding a fun and enjoyable way to paint, as well as trying new stuff, is for me the key to enjoy the process. I use this method to make my tyranids look really organic and realistic. This is why I don't rely so much on brushed strokes. This time, I'm really happy with how the brains turned out, but I think I did not dilute the wash step enough. We will see next time. I can't wait to play my first Tyranid game, but for that I need a few more pieces. I have a lot of models in reserve, so if you have any wish for next miniature, please tell me in the comments. But first, I have some unfinished business with my Necron buddies. I asked you to vote for the next model for me to get, and I got the Silent King. I've already built him his toilet seat, and tried a few games with him, and he did not disappoint. So for next video, I'll have to be extra careful with him, and I'm still trying to figure out a way to paint his menhirs, so if you have any suggestions or funny ideas, tell me in the comments. So until next time, happy painting!